All right, JMO, this is the last book for tonight. It's called Happy Halloween, Charlie Brown. There's Snoopy the dog. There's Charlie Brown. I can't remember everybody's names, unfortunately. I used to. Here we go. Charlie Brown was excited. His friend Violet had just handed him an invitation. It's for my annual Halloween party. This year there's going to be a costume contest, Violet said. I'll be there, said Charlie Brown. Meanwhile, Lucy, this is Lucy too. Meanwhile, Lucy was teaching her little brother, Rerun, all about Halloween. His first name is Rerun. Do you like that name? What an unusual name for a little boy. We wear costumes, say trick or treat, and people give us things, Lucy told him. Rerun's eyes got real big and widened. They give us things? Like a new bicycle? He asked. No, Lucy said. Probably just candy. Sometimes a quarter, sometimes an orange. I'd rather have a bike, said Rerun. You'd rather have a bike too, wouldn't you? I know you would, because I've seen pictures of you on your bicycle. Like a new bicycle, he asked. No, Lucy said. Probably just candy. Sometimes a quarter, sometimes an orange. I'd rather have a bike, said Rerun. I can't ride to school on an orange. Oh, I think you could. Lucy's other brother, Linus, wanted to teach Rerun about Halloween too. Most importantly, Rerun, Linus began, on Halloween, the great pumpkin will rise out of the pumpkin patch. Have you heard of the great pumpkin? I heard about it my whole life, and I think your grandma did too. What do they call you? Grammy. Lucy interrupted Linus immediately. Oh, no, you don't. She pushed Linus out the door. Forget what he said, Rerun. Halloween is about having fun and candy. I should tell you that Lucy is very bossy. She's always been very bossy. Charlie Brown could not decide on a costume for the party. He usually dressed as a ghost. But this year, he wanted to try something different. What are you going to dress up as? Huh? What are you dressing up as for tomorrow? Tomorrow is Halloween and you go trick-or-treating. You better send us a picture of you in your costume or I don't know what I'll do, but I'll make your mommy regret it. Okay. Snoopy, you're a dog who enjoys costumes, Charlie Brown said. What should I wear to Violet's Halloween party? And Snoopy, see, he's thinking about it. He's looking up, he's going, ta-da, on his face. That's what you do when you think about how to do something, and that's what he's doing. Snoopy rummaged through his costume trunk. Charlie Brown decided against dressing as a firefighter, a park ranger, or a flying ace. My goodness. Snoopy had one last idea. He placed a large, oddly shaped hat with a feather on Charlie Brown's head. A pirate, Charlie Brown said, surprised. He thought for a moment and said, I like it. Do you think this is the hat? I think that's the hat, but I don't think that's a pirate's hat. This is the pirate's hat. Lucy decided Rerun needed Halloween preparation and walked him over to the neighbor's house. We need to practice your trick-or-treating skills. Do you know what those are? Those are the best part when you answer the door like an adult, like Grammy and Gramps and stuff, and the kids are standing there dressed, and you're standing there in your costume, and you yell, trick-or-treat! There used to be a saying called, trick or treat, smell my feet, or give me something good to eat. I don't know if you guys still say it, but you could try it out tomorrow. We need to practice your trick-or-treating skills. She handed him an old pillowcase. Now, go ring the doorbell. Hold open the pillowcase and say, trick or treat. Rerun took a deep breath and rang the doorbell. His friend Sally, there's Sally, opened the door. My brother is practicing for Halloween, Lucy explained. Sally looked at Rerun. Okay. She waited for Rerun to say something. May I help you? She asked impatiently. She can't figure out why he's not saying anything. I forgot the words, Rerun said. Oh my gosh, Rerun's just like me. He forgets words. Sally growled and said, come back when you remember, and slammed the door in his face. Whoa! Rerun stepped away, feeling sad and embarrassed. Snoopy and Woodstock sat on the doghouse. See, Snoopy? Woodstock's the little bird. Looking over the Halloween costume Charlie Brown had pieced together. Along with the pirate hat, Charlie Brown was wearing a long velvet jacket. Oh, here. Whoops. Can't have everything. Charlie Brown was wearing a long velvet jacket, a puffy shirt, and big boots. Where's his big boots? I'm trying to find his big boots. You're right, something is missing. Maybe a silver belt buckle? Charlie Brown raced off to keep working on his costume. We'd better pick out costumes too, Snoopy thought. Woodstock chirped excitedly. There's Woodstock. Snoopy put a mysterious black cape, popped plastic fangs into his mouth right there, and struck a sinister pose. That's this, with him holding his paws up and trying to look angry. Popped plastic fangs in his mouth and struck a sinister pose. How about this? I could be a vampire. Do I look scary? Woodstock laughed so hard he fell off his doghouse. Woohoo! I wonder if that hurt. Oh, look at this. Halloween had finally arrived. Lucy and Rerun were in full costumes. Rerun was dressed as a cowboy. There's Rerun. And Lucy as a regal queen. There she is with her scepter and her crown. You look great, Lucy told him. Remember, give everyone a great big smile and say trick or treat. Don't you forget to do that, JMO. Get more candy if you do that. But before we go, there's something we need to do. Rerun followed Lucy to the backyard pumpkin patch. They have their own pumpkin patch. How lucky is that? You should ask Mom to get you one. Linus held a sign that said, Welcome, Great Pumpkin. Welcome, Great Pumpkin? Linus, we're going trick-or-treating and then to Violet's party. Are you coming? Are you going to come? Lucy asked. Linus shook his head. No, thank you. I know the Great Pumpkin will show up this year. Lucy sighed. Fine, but don't expect us to save you any candy. Whoa. Lucy and Rerun left to go trick-or-treating. As they walked, Rerun smiled. Now I get it. The reason you're so concerned with us getting a lot of candy is so we will have enough to share with Linus, right? Lucy nodded. Yeah, that's the reason, she said. She paused. And if you tell anyone, I'll tie you to a tree with your own lasso, she said. Charlie Brown stood nervously at Snoopy's doghouse. There's Charlie Brown. There's Snoopy. He still didn't feel like his costume was ready. I don't know what it is, he said. Something's wrong. Something is missing, Snoopy thought. Then Woodstock chirped up with an idea. Snoopy smiled at his friend. That's perfect. Charlie Brown was looking forward to seeing all his friends when he knocked on Violet's door. Violet was impressed by Charlie Brown's costume. Charlie Brown, said Violet, your costume is the best one I've seen tonight. Charlie Brown smiled. We figured out what was missing. Every good pirate needs a crew. And he turned to reveal Snoopy, Woodstock, who were dressed as pirates too. So see, the whole gang was there and everybody was happy. I hope you enjoyed the story. Happy Halloween Bat Day, and you better save some candy for me.